Leo and the Midnight Marble, a bedtime adventure for little dreamers. Once upon a time, in a quiet village wrapped in misty mountains, there lived a curious boy named Leo. Leo loved collecting marbles. Not just any marbles. His marbles shimmered with colours no one else could see. He had marbles that twinkled like morning dew, some that sparkled like tiny stars, and one that glowed with a soft silver blue light. That one was his favourite. He called it the Midnight Marble. Each night before bed, Leo would hold the Midnight Marble in his hands and wonder, what secrets do you hold? Where have you been? And every night the marble would glow faintly, as if it wanted to tell him a story, but it never did, until one very special night. The house was quiet. The wind hummed gently outside. Leo was snuggled under his cozy blanket, his eyes getting heavy. But suddenly, clink, 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 the Midnight Marble began to glow brighter than ever before. Clink, clink, clink. It rolled off his bedside table. Leo's eyes popped open. "Wait, where are you going?" he whispered, careful not to wake his parents. The marble rolled across the wooden floor and zipped out through his bedroom door, as if it had somewhere very important to go. Leo tiptoed after it, down the hallway, through the front door, and out into the cool night air. The village streets were empty. The stars twinkled above. The marble glowed brighter and rolled faster, leading him towards the dark, whispering woods. As Leo entered the woods, the trees bent gently overhead, their leaves rustling like they were sharing sleepy secrets. The marble stopped at the base of an ancient tree, so tall its branches disappeared into the clouds. Leo knelt down to pick up the marble. Clink! A tiny wooden door creaked open at the tree's roots. Leo's heart fluttered. He peered inside. Whoosh! In a swirl of silver light, the marble pulled Leo through the door, spinning and spinning until he landed softly on something fluffy. Clouds. Leo was now standing in a kingdom in the sky, where the clouds were solid, the stars whispered stories, and the air smelled like warm vanilla. And there, standing proudly on a fluffy cloud, was a squirrel in shining golden armour. "I am so nutters," the squirrel declared, puffing out his chest. "I've been waiting for you, Leo. The Midnight Marble has chosen you to save the Cloud Kingdom." Leo blinked. "Save it from what?" Sir Nutters leaned closer. "From the sneaky shadow mice. They're stealing pieces of the moon, and if they take too much, the night sky will crumble and there will be no more dreams." Leo's eyes widened. "No more dreams?" "None," Sir Nutters said. "No more adventures, no more stories, no more peaceful nights." Leo stood tall. "We can't let that happen." "I'll help." Sir Nutters nodded. "Then we must hurry." They set off across the cloud paths, soft and bouncy like giant marshmallows. The Midnight Marble floated gently beside them, lighting their way. First they visited the Lake of Misty Mirrors, where the singing fish lived. The fish sang riddles that only the bravest could solve to unlock the secret path. Leo sat quietly, thinking carefully about each riddle, while Sir Nutters nervously tapped his tiny sword. One fish sang, "I reflect your face, but am not you. I ripple and dance, yet I stay true. What am I?" Leo smiled. "You're the lake." The lake shimmered, revealing a glowing staircase beneath the water that led to the moon gardens. There, silver flowers bloomed and glowing fireflies painted the air with soft light. But as they walked, they heard squeak, squeak, squeak. The shadow mice had arrived. But they were not scary. They were tiny with big ears and worried eyes. They squeaked and scurried, dropping pieces of the moon they had stolen. Leo bravely stepped forward. "Why are you stealing the moon?" One little mouse named Pip squeaked. We didn't mean to hurt anyone. We just wanted some moonlight for our dark tunnels underground. We were afraid to ask for help. Leo's heart softened. He knelt down, eye level with the mice. You don't need to steal. We can make special moon lanterns to light your tunnels. The mice wiggled their whiskers. Really? You would help us? Of course, Leo smiled. Everyone deserves a little light. And so they began their new mission. Together Leo, Sir Nutters, the shadow mice, and even the singing fish worked to craft glowing lanterns from drops of moonlight, shimmering shells, and tiny floating stars. They carefully hung the lanterns throughout the shadow mice's tunnels, lighting up their little world with a soft, peaceful glow. The moon was safe again. The night sky sparkled like it always had, and the shadow mice promised never to steal again. Leo thought his adventure was over, but just as he was about to say goodbye, Sir Nutters said, There is one more thing. The midnight marble began to spin and hover. You've done so well, Leo, Sir Nutters said, but the marble has one last secret to show you. The marble rose into the air, creating a silver doorway of light. Leo stepped through and found himself back in his room, safe and sound, the marble resting quietly on his pillow. But there was something new. A tiny glowing moon lantern hanging by his window, softly lighting his room. Leo smiled. Maybe tomorrow there will be another adventure. He snuggled deep under his blanket, the silver light warming his heart. His eyes fluttered closed, his breathing slowed, and soon Leo drifted into the sweetest, deepest sleep, wrapped in dreams of marbles, kingdoms, and soft glowing moons. The end.